which is the soda cup. So we need a soda cup, and online, the research department found me some templates. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And what we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42. It's a Cutlass that we owned, and we're trying to make it look like a 442. Like you would if somebody gave you an Oldsmobile Cutlass, and that's at least that's what I would do with it when I was 22, and that's kind of the backstory on this one. So we've got the body working so far, but what we were trying to work on yesterday was the chassis, and I sprayed it in the morning yesterday, which was very humid and foggy. Now, obviously, I sprayed it in, my booth is in the garage, but it was still very humid in there. And this paint is not drying. It is still sticky. Now, it's not coming off on my hands like it was yesterday. It was literally coming off on my hands, but it's still very sticky. But I went ahead and I just started to start give it some rust. I don't know if you guys can tell. Basically, I use Tamiya's Weathering Master Kit, whatever, and I use the rust out of this. And what I like to do is I'll use either end. You have like this applicator, which is actually just broken on mine. I need to get a new one. And you can really kind of apply it to an edge, like so. But then I also like to use the brush side and kind of just dust in some rust, like so. And this is what I'll do. Let me do it up front here a little more in the A-arm section. And I'll just kind of dust it in. I don't know the appropriate way to do this, if there is an appropriate way. And again, you can kind of hit the edges. But then what I'll usually do, and this is why I'm doing it now, so this paint is still sticky. This will kind of hopefully get it to adhere a little better, because then I'll come in with my finger, kind of work it around, and just kind of smudge it in, because I don't want it, I kind of want just a full layer of just, I don't want to call it rust, but just, it kind of makes it look like grime and rust and whatnot. But I don't want like a rusted out frame, if that makes sense. I just want a little bit of surface rust in here, from obviously being used for many years. And you don't really get under here and paint this kind of thing. The other thing I like to do, I want to mention too, I just lightly did some up on the top side of the upper A-arms, because this is an area where you would actually get in there and, well, at least I did, you'd spray some black paint and just try to cover up. But I did try to make it is kind of rough, which is good. I'm going to take just a little bit like so, where there would be, at least I remember where it kind of, remember rust showing up, is right on the hinge points, right beside the bushings. Something like that. But I don't want to go too much, because you would get in there and clean that and paint it and that kind of stuff. Anything you could reach with a rattle can from over the fender. But on the bottom side is where I more want to hit this with it rusty. And then I also like to use some rub and buff. And I know I've shown this 100 times, but in areas, let me just throw some out here. This is actually pewter, I think. Or what color is this? Yeah, this is pewter, which works as far as the color. And then I always just use a little foam applicator. This is a makeup applicator. And then I want to just hit some spots here on this, on the floor pans. See if I can and then I'll use my finger real quick to kind of hit off the top. So I want to just hit the edges and just kind of add in. And I want to pull, I kind of always want to try to pull front to back, like so, because this would be damage taken while driving, like so. And just kind of hit those edges just to give some color, essentially. But you do get, you won't, if, you get some of the metal showing through. And then, of course, what I'll do on top of this is come back with the rest again. The gas tank, the fuel tank, that is going to get painted, so I'm not too worried with that. Yeah, this is actually, let me hit the frame on the outside rails too, just a little bit, and I'm keeping it very dry. The applicator, the sponge applicator here, I'm keeping it very dry because I don't want too heavy of spots. Like right there's too heavy, but you can always come back, and I'll show you. or at least this is what I do. Yeah, I kind of like how that's looking. And then I can come back, and while that's still a little wet, knock it back with some of the rust back on top of it, like so, because that would be rusty metal, right? You're not going to have, most likely not just have shiny silver metal showing. If that makes sense. It would have a little layer of surface rust to it. And this usually will work. You can get it kind of to work in there. Anyways, I just kind of keep working it that way. Hopefully you guys can even see the slides. If I turn this light off, does that help? Makes it kind of dark, doesn't it? But you can kind of start to see the idea. And it's taking the sheen off of this black, which is good. Kind of what we want. I need to get right in here. And then the other thing you can do, you can come in with just black wash too to really knock that back. Let me turn the light back on. There we go. To really knock that back. That's how I do it. I don't know. How do you guys kind of weather up an undercarriage? Let me know what you do. I'd love to hear down in the comment section how you guys do this. But this is basically what I do, and then I'll come in after everything's said and done and be a little more specific with what where I want to hit stuff. Same with the rust. I can get, oh man, the tip on this is really breaking. I think I have another. I'll have to find a new tip, but I'll come in and really hit up the spots. Like I like where that was, there's a lot of metal showing there, but I want to come in and make sure and get some of the rust color in it. So I'll hit that very specifically, or very, kind of pinpointed areas. Anyways, that's starting to look kind of like what I want. And I like to just get that base in before I start building out, the, everything that goes on the chassis, the suspension and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so there's that. I'm working on that while it's still very tacky and wet. And then the other thing I wanted to show was yesterday we were also working on the trash. I got the roll bar in, which is very rough because this paint was super wet yesterday too. And I've got fingerprints and whatnot in it, so I need to go back and sand this up. I don't mind the roll bar being a little rough, but that's too rough. So I'm going to clean this up. So ignore the fingerprints and whatnot. But we were working on the trash in the back, and I was missing one item, which I've now started working on, which is the soda cup. So we need a soda cup, and online the research department found me some templates. If you just go online or go to your research department of choice and type in, what I typed in was what did I put? Miniature McDonald's soda cup template. But just put template, and I didn't do it for this stuff. This stuff I kind of just faked on my own, but I bet there was templates for the bags and all that stuff that you can find a lot of people already done. So I just scaled it it's a full-size it was a full-size cup template, and I just scaled it way down. And actually my first attempt, way too big. So that cup's going to be way too big. So I scaled it down again, and I think this is going to be more the appropriate size. Can you guys see this? Let me put them in my hand. So there's that. The first one I did, which was too big, and then the second one. But now I still need to cut a bottom for it. I don't even know if you guys can see this stuff. I need to cut a bottom for it. And then I need to make a top and a little straw coming out of it too. I kind of want the whole thing where I just sipped out the last end of it and threw it in the back, and it'll just be kind of back in the back seat like so. But yeah, so anyway, so working on finishing out those little details. Also, let me know what you think in the description. I think the cup looks pretty good. I'm going to keep working on the chassis because that's where we're at. Yeah, we're going to have I think we're going to have the stock suspension. Actually, maybe not. We talked about putting air shocks in the back, which I think would be pretty funny. So we might have the back lifted a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, we probably will need the back lifted a little bit because I think I'm going to put drag radials in the back, which will be taller. So we got to work that out. The front, I think, is going to just be basically just stock. So we can start building that out. But anyways, yeah, and the interior is getting finished up. Let me know what you think in the script down in the comment section. I always say the description, down in the comment section. Am I forgetting anything? Is there something else I should add? Is there any trash I need back there? I don't want to go over trashy. I don't want to go over trashy. I just wanted kind of 1 mil thrown in the back kind of thing. But anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. Hit that like button. Oh, before I forget, Merry Christmas too. So we won't have an episode tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, and my wife's off, and we're gonna be doing family things, so probably no episode tomorrow. So I want to tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Have a good one, and hit the like button, subscribe, all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube, and I will see you after Christmas. Bye-bye.